Hi, here we are again. Got another story to tell you. This one's from the Bible too. Those other ones are from the Bible, but this one's from the Bible. Anyway, so a long time ago, there was a guy named Noah. These guys had kind of funny names, except their moms knew their names pretty good. Noah, come and clean your room, kind of stuff. So she would remember his name because she was hollering it all the time. Anyway, so Noah was growing up. He grew up, and he got really old, but they used to live a long time then. Anyway, so that's not the big deal. One day God said to him, "Hey, Noah, I got a project for you." And Noah said, "Yeah, okay, I'm ready for a project." And then Noah said, "What kind of project is it?" And God said, "I'd like you to build me an ark." And he said, "Yeah, that sounds cool, but I don't know what an ark is. Would it be a fun thing to build?" And God said, "Yeah, it's going to be fun, all right. I want you to make it just about as long as a football field, and I want you to put sides on it. It's going to be 3 or 4 stories high, and it's going to have a window or two way up at the top. And then when you're all done, I want you to fill it with animals and go floating away." And Noah said, "Wow, that's quite a project, God. Can I have a couple of weeks to do it or something?" And God said, "Yeah, you can have more than that." Actually, it took about 100 years, and at the end of it, Noah was still trying to figure out, how am I going to get this thing to float? Because there's nothing to float on. He lived in a desert, and it was a little bit awkward, and telling his neighbors, "Yeah, this thing's going to float away one of these days." Anyway, they didn't know what float was, but he had looked it up in the dictionary and found out that float was bouncing around along on top of the water. So anyway, so he knew it was going to float, and he knew he was making a boat, and he didn't know how to fill it with animals because he was so busy doing carpentry stuff. He hadn't learned how to go find giraffes and things like that. Anyway, so one day it was going to rain, and it had never rained before. Remember, this was a desert, and it had never rained before, and so it was getting cloudy, and it was fixing to rain. And Noah said, "I don't know what's going on, but I don't have any animals yet." And God said, "Oh yeah." And so he had a bunch of animals show up, and they all hopped on the ark. They probably looked at some of the pictures that I've looked at, and there was a little ramp that went up the side of the ark. And anyway, so in this ark, there was place for all the different animals, because Noah built different places for the different animals. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't put the puppies in with the elephants. Somebody's not going to like that, and I think it's the puppies. The elephants might not like it either. Anyway, so there were different rooms. The animals went in different rooms, and then it started raining. And Noah said, "Hey, how much? This is going to fill with water." And God came, and he closed the door all by himself. And that's kind of cool. So God closed the door, and then the boat floated away, and things were kind of rough for all the folks who hadn't taken swimming lessons yet, because they didn't have any water. Anyway, that's the story about Noah and the ark. And it's in the Bible. It's in Genesis chapter 6. And it always stays there. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, have a nice day. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Hello. Today I have my colleague, Blessing. She is also a scientist, as I'm a scientist. And we're going to do a little experiment here. Blessing hasn't seen this experiment before, so this should be fun. I have mineral water, which is very much like clear soda pop. It's like Pepsi or 7-Up, only clear. And it's in a clear bottle so we can see what's happening. So this could be done with 7-Up, it could be done with Pepsi, but if you do it with Pepsi, you can't see what's going to happen. So let me take this top off. And I'm going to put a raisin. These are raisins. I'm going to put raisins in the water. And the first thing they do is they fall down, and then they float because they have bubbles on them. I'll put some different colored ones so we can see what they do. Okay. They go down.
Yeah, the black one is...
When they come to the top, they lose the bubbles that they're carrying. And then when they go down, the bubbles coming up lift them up to the top again. So they are heavier than water, so they want to sink. But they come back up because the bubbles bring them back up to the top. It's a fun little project. It's fun to watch. And it makes the pop taste good because there's raisins in it. Have a good time doing this. Bye.